Tanya, and I'm here today with the Spellcasters Tarot. This is a really cool tarot deck. It's got a lot of symbolism in there, so if you like cards with a lot of esoteric symbols, it's got the rune symbols, got a couple of the zodiac symbols in there, so cards are very symbolic. And really cool just designs and depictions of the cards. It follows the Rider-Waite system pretty well, but a little bit of a different spin on everything. So it's one of my, what I would say, darker decks where it's not all bright and happy and rainbows everywhere. So it kind of gives you a different feel when you talk about tarot decks that are a little bit darker. So I don't mean more evil by any means. I just mean they're not as bright and cheery. You know, they're a little bit more serious, I would say. So, okay, I am going to pick a card here. And let's see. Oh, so talk about the dark cards. This is the one I got here. That represents the devil. And yes, that's one of the cards in the tarot deck that I knew eventually I was going to get in my cosmic affirmation. It's one of those cards that people really shy away from. They get really intimidated when they see it. To me, the devil represents, it doesn't have to represent something bad, but it does represent maybe indulging or, you know, really overindulging in an art or something that you like to do. You have to be careful because it does kind of teeter on that side of addiction. Like, you want to make sure that you're not overindulging too much. Like, since the pandemic started, you know, I'm hanging around my house all the time, and I definitely go to my refrigerator way more often than I should. So it's kind of symbolic of, you know, watch out for maybe some of these things that you're overindulging, or you've got like you're too heavy over in one side, and you're not keeping a good balance of maybe discipline and play. It can also represent maybe lying, and it could be lying to yourself. So it's about, you know, knowing the truth or having the truth in front of you, but kind of turning that blind eye. And I know a lot of people do that. It's a very human thing for people to do. So just make sure that you are taking a real look at the things around you and not kind of turning a blind eye. Make sure that you're addressing some problems, and know that there are issues that are probably going to be coming up over the next couple weeks. Not only are the planets aligning in an exact position to cause, you know, a little bit of havoc, but it's not bad havoc. It's stuff that has been kind of needing to get resolved on a collective conscious level, and I think that that's all happening right now. But as far as this card goes, when I describe this card, it could have a lot to do with your ego as well, meaning you know, you are seen as a certain person, maybe a very strong leader, or somebody who never makes a mistake and always knows the right thing to do, and you're kind of in a position where, okay, well, maybe for the first time, I really am not sure, you know, what I need to be doing next. So it's about admitting that to yourself and being a little bit humble, and not just trying to carry out that persona because that's how people expect you. It's more about being true to who you are and making sure that you see things, everything for what it is. So that to me is the devil card. And there's nothing, anything scary about you know, being honest and true with yourself, and, you know, kind of keeping a good balance between that light and that dark, or that good and that evil, if that's the way you want to see it. There's actually a show on Netflix which I watched with my son called Lucifer, and I don't know if any of you have watched it. It's a silly, you know, cops and robbers kind of show, but I love it. I think it's so funny. And Lucifer, the character in that show, just reminds me to a T of the devil card. So if you really want to get to know the devil card, watch Lucifer. Watch how he acts. He is not a bad person in the show. He's, you know, very humble, and he loves humanity, actually. But he's very maybe cocky. He's very into himself. He's got a very huge, gigantic ego, like that sort of thing. So that would be a good tip. So without further ado, I am going to channel the cosmic affirmation of the day. Today I release all chains that I keep on myself. I will release them and I will move forward. I will hold a better balance in my life, and I embrace my shadow along with my light. And so I will leave that with you, and I hope that helps. And I would also love if you would come over to my Facebook group page, the Community Enlightenment Program, and check me out over there. My friend and I, BJ, also have an online website where we hold a space for you to take classes and workshops that have anything to do with, tarot, astrology, meditation techniques, using pendulums, talking with your angels. We just have all sorts of classes and workshops that we want to put out there so that the community can experience, different modalities. Maybe they've heard of tarot before, they've heard of astrology, and they're just not sure how to get in and study that topic or do that topic for themselves. And this is a place where you can kind of go in and learn how to do some of those things for yourself, and you can learn at your own pace and in the comfort of your own living room. So we're very excited about having that space there for you, and that is at www.communityenlightenment.com. And finally, I wanted to let you know that I offer professional tarot card readings. I'm also a certified crystal healer, so I offer crystal healing sessions and chakra readings as well. So if you're interested in setting up a session with me, I can be found on Facebook at Cosmic Affirmations 88. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Bye-bye.